Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. I was reading the Quiet Woman. Welcome, readers near and far. And today we are going to be recommending books. So first of all, we're going to start with the single books, and then I have 3 series to show, or to recommend. So first off, for single books, we have The Great Polly Fink. It's about like a competition between to get the next Polly Fink. Because Polly Fink was it was in the originals class because they're the first. They're called the originals because they're the first class to be in the school. And he went missing one day. And so they had to have a competition to see who'd win. I think it's a good book. It's cool that they have a competition. Also, like, they have these interviews, which is cool. So yeah, I think if you haven't read it, you should. That applies to all of the books. You should read all the books that I am showing. You don't have to, but like if you have them at your house or like they're at your library, you should read them. The second book I got at school. It's called Man o' War. It's about River, who he on the swim team, and they go to the aquarium with their class, and they meet Indy, who was in their class, a while ago, anyway, and there's like a bunch of like stuff about like there's like fact. It includes like about like there's about sea creatures. Like it includes facts about different sea creatures, which is cool. Like the first one, this is one of the pages. Jellyfish says jellyfish have no brains or hearts. Maybe that's why there's no difference in lifespan or behavior from those in the wild to those in captivity. Mating is done in a crowd. The males gather up, turning the sea cloudy with their brackets. Then the females swim over and eat it. That's how as romantic as it gets. And then, like, throughout the book, it has, like, different facts about different sea creatures. So that's cool. And, the book, like, you realize River, like, gets a job at the aquarium, and someone accidentally called him River because his original name was Lake, but then they realized that they were trans, and then they realized they liked the name River, and I might be giving too much away. I don't know, but read to find out more about what happens. But yeah, it's a good book, I think. So next we have Diamond Willow, which is really cool because it has like different shapes, like on the pages, and it has like parts that like that have secret messages. So this is definitely the most like creative book that I've read. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The next book we have Hidden Mountains, which is a non-fiction book about a hike up the mountains. And like yeah, and like cool to like learn about like about the climbers' stories. So this is cool. and also there's a scout in this book, which I'm also a scout. So yeah, I like to climb too. So this is Midnight Library. It's about Nora, who she doesn't really like she doesn't like the life that she's living, and she wants to die. And then she's gets caught she gets transferred to the Midnight Library, which is between life and death. She gets to go on different adventures in other lives. She gets choose what life she wants, and then she opens a book and goes to that life. So I think that's cool, to see the different perspectives and the different lives that you could live if you made different decisions. So yeah, this is a cool book. So I recommend that. So that's all of the single books that I recommend. Well, there's a lot of books that I've read in the past, and there's probably other books that I recommend, but that's all for the video. So next up we have series. So we have, first up is Dish. There's Deep Freeze. Winner Takes the Cake. Oh wait, this is the 11th one. I'm not showing you these in order. This is intermission while I get the books. Whatever. It doesn't matter what order they are. So here, this is the 3rd boiling point. 11th. Cake. 12th. Deep Freeze, which is the one I had originally, which started me on the series. I had it, but then I didn't have any of the others, and you don't really we don't want to read it doesn't make sense to read a series from the last book, so I had to get the others. But anyways, back to the video. So turning up heat. This is the second one. Stirring it up. This is the first one in the series. Light Camera Cook is the 8th. 10th is A Measure of Thanks. And then we have Sweet and Sour Summer, which is 9th. Recipe for Trouble is 7th. And then we have this one is On the Back Burner. The 5th is Truth Without the Trimmings. And then this 4th is Into the Mix. So this book is about cooking. I think if you couldn't tell by the titles and the name of the series. The group of friends make a club called Dish where they cook for families. And they started off because their friend's house burned down, and they cooked for their. They originally realized that they're cooking when some of their bored, so they decided to cook. And their friend's house burned down, so they cooked for them. And they realized that they're cooking, so they made it into a business/club. Also, what's cool about these books is at the end of each book, there's recipes from the story book. And I haven't tried these, but I would like to sometime. So that would be fun to try some of the recipes in here. And next up we have Amulet, which is a graphic novel series. And we also have these. It's about, and then I also have the 13th one. I don't know where that is. Oh no, it only goes to 9. I have the 9th. So this, anyway. So, this actually was written this year, anyways, back to recommendations. So this series is by Emily and her family move, and at their new house, Emily finds this amulet, and she puts it on, and they get transported, or they go into an alternate universe, and they have to and has cool artwork too. Really cool. I like the story, but also the artwork is pretty. So I'll look at you a preview of some of the pages. So this is the first one. The Stonekeeper. And there's also the Stonekeeper's Curse. There's the Cloud Searchers. There's the Lost Council. There's the Prince of the Elves. There's the Amulet. The Escape from Lucen. And there's the seventh one is Firelight. And there's Super Sona. And last but not least is Rebrighter. And before intermission, I have one more series to show you, but I almost forgot to show you the bracelet that I made yesterday and the tutorial. If you haven't seen the tutorial, go check that out after you finish this video. This is I added a little braid. I did that I combined two of the strings together, and then I had two of the strings that were separate, by themselves, and then I braided them by switching which one was in the middle. So yeah, this is the bracelet. Now back to so we have, I'm not sure where the first one of these I couldn't find the first one of these. I have it, but I don't, which is because it's the first book I got of these. But I'm not sure where the first one is at the moment. But this is Children of the Red King. It's the series. The first one's Charlie Bone and I know it's at Midnight for Charlie Bone. And then there's Charlie Bone and the Time Twister. There's Charlie Bone and the Invisible Boy. There's Charlie Bone and the Mirrors. Castle of Mirrors, I mean. Charlie Bone and the Red King. And Charlie Bone and the Beast. This series is about Charlie Bone who one day Charlie Bone discovers that he can hear photos. And when his family finds out, he gets sent to Blur's Academy, where the other endowed children are descended from the Red King. And there's also kids that aren't and out, and then there's different. They have to wear capes, and there's like different. There's like music, and art and drama. Anyways, but they go on different like Charlie and his friends solve like different mysteries. And I think it's a good series overall, and like it makes you like want to keep reading because like it's like what's gonna happen next because like there's a lot of mysteries. Like in the first book, like I originally just had the first book, but I obviously needed to get the next ones because it said to be continued. You can't leave off a series with to be continued. You have to continue the series after it says to be continued. But anyways, I think it's like there's a lot of mysteries to solve and I think it's a good series. So those are my recommendations. If you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Bye.